everyone, my name is Christie Smith and I am the Communications and Outreach Manager here at MVLS. Today I want to talk to you about something that we're seeing occurring among people who are unable to leave their homes right now. It's a type of scam and it typically involves somebody coming to your home and saying that they are willing to purchase groceries or other supplies on your behalf. And then unfortunately they run off with your money. So we just want to talk to you about some techniques for avoiding things like this. Unfortunately, the reality is during COVID, a lot of people are unable to leave their homes for a variety of reasons. Of course, everyone should be limiting contact, but for some people, the reality is much stronger than others. So if this is your situation, ideally, you would have a trusted family member, a trusted friend, or a trusted neighbor who could do all of the shopping for food and different supplies on your behalf. However, we know that's not the case for everybody. So in that situation, you might be forced to turn to somebody else to do some of these errands on your behalf. In that case, there's just a few precautions that we want to alert you to be the safest that you can be when it comes to money. So the best thing that you can do when possible is try to pay for something directly to the store itself. A lot of them will let you pay by credit card either online or over the phone. And that way there's no money exchange at all between you and the person doing the errands for you. Of course, not every store does this. So if that's not an option, then the next best thing would be to use some sort of online cash app. There's a lot of different options. There's Venmo, there's PayPal, Zelle, G-Wallet, and those are just a few. This typically involves having your bank account or a credit card linked up to this app, and it allows for direct cash transfers between you and another person. So in that case, if the person that is doing the shopping is comfortable paying up front, then you could just ask them to send you a picture of the receipt or a copy of the receipt, and that way you can pay them back the exact amount that you owe. If neither of you are comfortable with them paying up front, then you can do your best to kind of estimate what you think the total purchase is going to be, and then you can just give them that money up front. You're still upfronting some money to them, but at least this is still much safer than just handing them your credit card, which they could potentially run off with. However, once again, we know this isn't an option for everybody. Not everyone has access to a smartphone, to the internet. Not everyone has online banking. So if that's not your reality, then another thing that you can try to do is once again, do your best to estimate what you think that cost is going to be up front, and then hand that person that amount in cash. Similarly, it doesn't allow them to run off with a large amount of money, just the specific amount that you gave them. One thing that we encourage is if it's a cost that you think it could really vary. One example that comes to mind is prescriptions. Sometimes a prescription might cost one amount, but there can be different fluctuations or there can be issues with insurance. And for whatever reason, it might just be a good idea to call the pharmacy up front and get an estimated cost for a prescription before you go ahead and send somebody to pick it up for you. So those are all options that you can consider if you have somebody who's willing to do some shopping for you. If you don't have anyone in mind who can do this shopping, there are many mutual aid groups right now throughout the city, and they are full of people who are willing to do these errands on your behalf. So I'm going to link below to some options there, and you can go ahead and look for somebody. However, one thing that we do want to address is all of the things that I discussed above involve being able to monetarily cover these costs of your groceries or whatever it may be. And unfortunately, that's also not the case for everybody out there. So if this is a time of particular financial hardship for you and you are looking for some monetary support in paying for these things, there are also a lot of organizations out there that are providing access to free food, free supplies, whatever it may be. And some of them also deliver. So I will be linking to that as well, and you can look into that. So hopefully this has been informative and helpful. Most importantly right now, please stay safe, please stay healthy, and we're all going to get through this together. Thank you for listening.